How does SSO make life easier for schools?
Oh, how doesn't it? I think it manages the expectations of the school community by, putting everything online, putting the information there, having a trail of things that have happened. So that, let's say you have a student who requests an override, you say no, parent says yes. You've got records of that, including any notes that you might leave along the way just to say why you've made a decision. So it keeps all that in one place. You've got your appointments in the one place. You've got your recommendations in one place. You've got the actual course selections in one place. You've got what they are doing outside of courses, like do you want to go to university? What do you want to study? Do you have a job lined up when you leave school? Like, it's all in one place. Capacity management. So knowing that you've got 30 positions available and that's got to go across all pathways, it's all in one place. Your waitlist management for all your courses, one place. What do you think?
I like the way it simplifies pathways. We see schools with, specialist sports programs, cultural programs, combined with the normal pathways. So as a parent and a student picking up a handbook and trying to make sense of all of those rules all thrown in together, is pretty difficult. So seeing it broken down that, okay, let's look at what the ATAR pathway requires, let's look at what, the general pathway requires, or these specialist sporting programs. I think it really simplifies the rules for the students and parents as well, and that's one of the main objectives.
That's right. They are a large portion of who's going to be using SSO, and I think they're really great points to talk about. If we look at the students, each student gets a bespoke process where they've got their results, the courses that they're eligible to pick, the courses that they can request to pick, the recommendations just for them, pathway choices calculated based on what they have the ability to do based on their previous results.
Collecting the reserves so that it's not a back and forward process all the time. The school already knows what the reserves are for each student, and that can allow them to make adjustments where they need to.
Yeah, and look, like you said, even for the parents and carers who don't they've got other things going on too, they can see a summary of everything that their particular child has selected, what they're able to pick. And then if the school wants to, they can add the parent PIN functionality to get that electronic sign-off. So they can go through it top to bottom and go, yes, I'm happy with it, or no, let's talk about this a bit more. And then if they've reached their agreement, the parent can put in their PIN and go, yes, it's fine. And if anything does change after that parent PIN's entered, then the parent PIN needs to be re-entered, which makes sure that the conversation's taken place. If the students had another think about it and they go, actually, I want to do something else, you're getting that verification that the parent is happy with the new choices that they've made. I guess from the other end of things too, knowing that you can pull out all of your selection data electronically, all checked, meets all requirements the school's got, and can go straight into the timetabling software, I think that's a huge advantage. Because all that time that schools normally spend at the moment going through and checking each form and then checking the capacities, making sure that it's got the right number of selections if they want to go straight to university, or they've got reserve choices which aren't the same as their first choices. It takes out all of that time wasting stuff, and it's time wasting because you've got better ways to use the resources at your school. So when you pull it out, you should be able to know, yes, this is ready for whatever timetabling software you use, feed it in, and then let the timetabling software figure out what the best outcome is for your school. So I think that's one of the biggest advantages. All of that time spent at the end, once the forms have been handed in, all the checking, all the conversations that have to take place, that's all gone. It's done in real time as the students have made their selections.
And of course, next year,
it's ready to go.
It's going, over and over again. So it's not, saving a one-off saving. It's happening every year.